Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. I am on two sides of the table today. So to start out with, I'm on this side here because my phone's about to die and I need to plug it in, and my plug-in is over there. Then when I get to opening this, I will change the table up. But this is from Creative Notions. And this is the June. And we got a really nice bag, which I think I'm going to take to work. And it says, beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. And now I'm going to switch to the other table so I can get so I can open it up and show it to everybody. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a pretty good sized bag. Let's see, let's do this first since it's out already. Looks like we got a Dottie sampler quilt. Unfinished, it'll be 66 by 94. Now, these are the squares that are in our planner. If you remember, and I think I made a comment on there that I wish they'd given us the pattern. Well, they've decided to go ahead and create a quilt with them. So everybody gets to do a block. I hope you guys are going to follow along. You can make this in a table runner if you, let me take it out of this paper here because I got a glare on it. If you all want to do just a placemat or a table runner or a wall hanging, because it's repeated, so you can see one here and one there of the same thing. So if you're only going to want to do one set of everything, you can have a good size quilt. You can make, to change it up, you can change the size of these squares, you can change the size of the strips if you're going to want to make it bigger, or if you want to make it smaller, the same thing. You can make these smaller and the strips smaller, but we'll each be doing one and we'll give you the directions as we go along. I know that I'm going to do a square, Becca's going to do a square, and Yvette is going to do a square, and I believe that Vicky's doing. So there's going to be 12 different blocks, and if you double them up, they'll be 24. You can make it whatever size you want, but if you want to follow along with this pattern so that it becomes 66 by 94, then you can make it based on this. It's got all the directions in it. It came in our box for all those that are members, all of those that get the box from Creative Notions monthly, and it shows that it's unfinished at 12.5, so when you cut it down, it'll be a 12-inch block. And it's showing you this month is the tulip. And I think that Becca's doing the tulip. I don't know how many she's doing or which, but I believe she's doing this one to start us off. Let me put that aside. And then we have a honeydew bucket liner. 2 liner sizes included. That's pretty cute. So you're going to have your own bucket, whatever, or basket, and then we'll make the liners to go inside. Let me take that out of that paper too because there's such a glare. I've got the light right over me here to avoid the overhead light. There we go. That looks pretty nice. You can make that in whatever color fabric you want. Here's all the directions. They always give you the directions. And the size of the bucket that they're using is 2-gallon. Plastic or metal, makes no difference. But it's giving you an idea what it looks like. And the lining is the part that you put inside the bucket for all of those that are new to sewing, quilting and everything. Okay? Let's set that aside. And now let's get into this bag here. So first it says gardening gloves. So we have some gloves, and actually, because of the fabric that these are made out of, you could actually use these for quilting because that'll hold your fabric. I don't think anyone doesn't need another set of gloves for gardening. Even if you're doing indoor plants and you don't want to get your hands in the soil, lots of people don't like to put their hands in the soil or the dirt. Just so you know, it wouldn't be odd if that's the way you felt. These are really nice. Cute color too, real nice and bright. Okay, so we have some Spring Wiggly Worms Gummy Fun Pack. I know my granddaughter's gonna love those. I'm not a gummy person at all. I don't care for any kind of gummy candy, but that's just me. Let's see, and we have some, whoops. Okay, let's take this out of here. Here are some notes for our Maker's Planner sticky notes. And here's a variety of them. I use lots of sticky notes. Hopefully that glare is not too bad. There we go. Nice little container to hold them in too. Reminds you of getting your checks in the mail. If you get checks, you get them in a little booklet like that. Set that aside. And now we have some wildflowers. So wildflowers to grow. American Meadows. I don't know if it tells you what kind. Just a variety of flowers. That's pretty nice. And here is a Zappy Dot. Let me take it out of the little paper here. This one's nice. So it has a couple of eggs. Let me see if I can get it close enough. There you go. Which I would be thinking is buttons, but spool of thread. That's nice. Get that glare off of there. There we go. And there's Stephanie's Stitches. If you haven't joined her Facebook, go on over and join that. You know, she does all the little things on the comments, and she's the administrator, I believe, for the... She's got her own also. And she has an Etsy shop too. And looks like Honey Nut Cheerio Bars is going to be the recipe this month by Carol Shook. Gives you all the directions. That's pretty nice. And then, you know, the back is always empty, so you can either add to her recipe, take away from her recipe, change it up a little bit, put some comments on here, how everybody in the family likes it. And then we have some clear vinyl, and here is the directions on how to use it if you've never used it before. Alrighty, so I unwrapped it a little bit off the camera here so you can see it. It's two different sheets. This is the side that's the clear vinyl, which you can see is really slick. And then you peel your paper off. These are the directions on how to use it, which I just showed here a second ago. Let me put my washi tape back on here. Okay. And then let me unwrap this here. Ooh, I do like purple. Look at that. That is some really, really nice. Oh yeah. That is very nice. That's a deep purple for all the purple lovers. If you don't like purple, you can always give it away to somebody else. There's always somebody out there that likes purple. Alrighty, let's get to the fabric here. Oops, there we go. I was looking for my booklet to read to you, but I don't see it in here. Let me double check and make sure I didn't overlook it. But I don't see the list that tells you everything. It must have been left out of my box, out of my bag here. Because there definitely was nothing inside of there. So I don't have a list that tells you everything, so I don't know what the fabric is, but let's just take a look at it. Shall we? Okay. Let's open this up here. Let's take a look at that. Isn't that pretty? There. Now, if you don't use it for this project, you can use it for something else, and you could actually fussy cut that out. Let's see here. Let's open it up a little bit bigger so you guys can see the whole thing. Oh yeah, that is nice. Look at those birds right there. Let's see if you can see them. Look at that. That's nice. Isn't that pretty? Let's set that aside. Here's nice fabric that goes with it. It's trees. Let's turn it this way so you can take a look at it. Looks like a forest of trees. This looks like it's pineapples, and I could be wrong, but these, they must be a berry of some sort, but they do look like a shape of a pineapple, don't they? And this camera's getting these colors really good this time. And here's one with other birds. Let's see if I can keep from getting it upside down here. There we go. I think this is the way it goes. Like that. That's pretty. And that's an aqua. I don't know if the color's getting on the screen. Here's a green. And it also, it looks like this right here. Let me see if I can pull it out a little bit. Looks like the middle of a tree. And here's some really pretty blue. Let's see what's on it. Now this is what is in the Zappy Dot. So see here. Oh, look at that. I thought that was 2 spools of thread, and actually it's one of those little thumb protectors and buttons. And then here's the same thing as the green was, but it's in a pink, a dark pink, or purple, whichever yours. And then this went like the last one. Instead of it being a dark blue, it's the aqua color. Well, that is everything in my box. And like I said, I did not get the label, so I cannot tell you the value. Let's see if I have something on the fabric that tells me who or what. I don't have any kind of thing on the salvage. Well, I guess that's it. Let me lay it all out here so you guys can take a look at it. Okay? Okay, here's everything that was in the box. And all of you that got a box, I know that you're going to enjoy it if it hasn't come yet. If you haven't subscribed yet and you want to, I'll put the link below. Vicky's outdone herself again. Love this fabric. Wonderful fabric. And that was a really good idea to make that bucket liner. I don't think I've seen that before. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye till next time.